Hi there. So I want to do a video on the power of a 4-year time frame from the scriptures and from the contemporary world that we live in. In Luke chapter 13 and from the 6 to 9, the Bible talks about the parable of the man who came to his vineyard and was looking for fruits, harvest in his vineyard, and he saw no fruits. And he said, these 3 years I come seeking fruit and I find none. I'll cut it down. And then one of the dressers came and said, you know what, don't cut it down. Let it alone for the 4th year till I dig around and I dung it. If it bear fruit, well. If it doesn't bear fruit, then you can cut it off. After studying this passage for many years, I have come to believe that 4 years is the benchmark for fruitfulness. If a thing is not fruitful in 4 years, you can abort it. But 4 years is the benchmark. That's the power of a 4-year time frame, the benchmark for fruitfulness. Now, how do I mean? I mean that every 4 years you must evolve. You must change levels significantly. If you are where you were 4 years ago on the same spot, then something significantly is wrong. Significantly is wrong. But every 4 years you should evolve. And when I mean evolve, I mean in basically every area of life, whether financially, cognitively, spiritually, so on and so forth, you should evolve. But let me say this, guess what? Do you know that most presidential terms are 4 years? The Olympics is every 4 years. The Soccer World Cup is every 4 years. Guess what? Every 4 years, there is an economic recession. Economists even say that on the average, every 4 years, there is a recession. Every 4 years, you have a leap year. It tells you something about the power of a 4-year time frame. In fact, most bachelor courses, most undergraduate courses are 4 years. What does that tell you about 4 years? That 4 years is very significant. In fact, Jesus mentored his disciples for 4 years. He was with them for 4 years. In the 4th year, he left them, but he mentored them for 4 years. It tells you the power of a 4-year time frame. Now, let me say this to you. You see, in every 4 years, there comes a major storm. In that major storm, or during that major storm, complacent companies crumble, or complacent people crumble, and frugal ones flourish. I'll take it again. Every 4 years, there comes a major storm in life. During that major storm, complacent people or companies, organizations, or systems crumble, but those who are frugal flourish. Every 4 years, you will see some economic global recession or industry recession or the other. Companies who are frugal flourish. Those who are complacent crumble. You see it even in industries, among personalities, even celebrities. You see that every 4 years, there's always a shake-up, there's always a disruption, and there's a trend. But that should make you excited that every time there's a disruption, it's a time for you to leapfrog, it's a time for you to change, it's a time for you to advance and get into higher levels of life every 4 years. And I'll give you 2 examples. During the 2008 economic collapse, a lot of companies went under. The extent, Lehman Brothers. But guess what? Their clients looked to companies like JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, and those companies became bigger. So every time there was a recession, complacent companies crumbled, but frugal companies flourished. They became bigger. I've studied over 500 major corporations, and I have traced this trend that whenever there was a major disruption, frugal companies became bigger. And guess what? I've discovered that frugal companies began to look forward to those moments of disruption. In fact, some of them tried to bring it to bear. They tried to engineer those seasons because they understood that during seasons of disruption, it's time for us to grow larger. During COVID, the second example will be Amazon. Do you know that Amazon grew significantly larger during COVID? That was when people did a lot more online shopping. Amazon began to persuade customers not to order too many goods. They became larger as an organization. I can tell industry upon industry, sector upon sector. I'll give you probably this final example. I talk about this when I'm training corporations a lot, about how Walmart became bigger than Kmart because, of course, 50 years ago thereabouts, Kmart was the biggest grocery mall in America. But of course, there was a recession, and what happened? Very simple. During the recession, Americans were looking for more affordable options, places to shop in, and they started trooping from Kmart to Walmart, and that was how Walmart became number one, and they have not looked back ever since. Never looked back ever since. So I want to ask you, do you complain or are you afraid of disruptive moments, disruptive seasons? It's a sign that you don't understand the mystery of 4-year time frames, and you don't understand the time and seasons of life. If you understand this, during disruptive seasons, you will rejoice. It's not just rejoicing, but if you are prepared for those seasons, are you prepared for the next disruption? Are you cognitively prepared? Are you creatively prepared? Are you financially prepared? Because at those seasons, complacent companies crumble, or complacent people, companies, individuals, systems, countries crumble, while the frugal ones flourish. I hope this works well for you. You have an amazing day. Bye for now. So, did you find this video insightful? Or do you want to be part of my Immersion Life Academy or my Immersion Bible Academy, where I train people on every concept of the Bible in detail, in Hebrew and in Greek? You can call the numbers below and we will serve you. Kemi sends her love as always. Do have an amazing day and bye for now.